So for this project, as an outsider, my partner, invited me to have a breakfast with her in IHOP at one Sunday. And as the insider, I introduced her my grandmother's traditional Chinese landscape painting to show her how, like, why we like paint this thing and why we using that style. The first part must be the culture and identity. So as we know, the culture can be defined as a group of people having the same behavior, like their language, like their customs, and some other traditionals in their daily life. Uh, so during this process, the thing I feel about culture, uh, or mainly about how people in the US on Sunday, how they like their breakfast, especially the pancakes. Um, in my mind, their food were they enjoy the simple food, uh, especially especially when compared with the Chinese breakfast. They do not need use some complicated tools to make some good food. Uh, yeah, this really showed me, uh, because when I introduced my partner how how the breakfast in my hometown look like, I really need to take longer time to find the words of the tools of the cooking things. Um, so the second part should be the cognitive learning. Uh, this actually flashing in my mind, like how their how people in US were different from us. Mm. Still the breakfast behavior. In my hometown, my parents and I really need to get up earlier uh, to get those breakfasts because they are really hot. Also, we do not like eating breakfast at lunchtime, but in US, uh, so on that day we meet at lunchtime. Is Actually we can say that we had a lunch on that day. But all the food we enjoyed were the food belong to breakfast. Maybe maybe people do not divide them so clearly because they are all food. Uh, we just want to have a full view ourselves. So that's the new thing which flashed in my mind. Uh, like the style of living and the behavior in the daily life. The third part, which is the most impressive part, uh, it related with the iceberg model. Um, and the example is when I when we talk about the behavior of eating breakfast, I told my partner I often gave up my breakfast, and for this answer, her response is she felt really angry. I think she even threatened threatened me to say that if I found you do not eat breakfast, I will kill you and force you. Force you to eat something. So, and the situation is it's our first meeting out of class, which means that we may think we just not an unknown person for each other, or we are just a partner instead of friend. And in China, people when people talk with a person they knew recently, uh, we still feel carefully. We avoid saying something too too hard to let, so we avoid letting some negative impression in other people's mind. Uh, and from her words, it's I really feel moving. Wait, I really feel touched in my mind. Uh, but how it's related with the iceberg model, for me, I think it's just like their daily behavior of speaking. Uh, People in the US speak really directly instead of any turning point. So they speak words strictly. Mm, but the thing behind that is how efficient they could expressing their emotion. I do not need to take more time to understand the meaning behind their work, behind my partner's words, and it always impressive in my head right now. It even can compare with my parents' words when they care. Yeah, but that's really impressive thing, and the meaning behind that should be their effective methods to show their emotions. That's it.